to another episode of the Moneyline Podcast. Man, I could not stop laughing from that last week. Jessica, you didn't hear that.
You're welcome.
About what happened last week, but that was probably one of the highlights.
Okay, now I need to know.
Season.
Somebody needs to tell me.
Lou, can you please just retell?
No, because we're not going to stop laughing again. There's this girl that used to work here, and she was like, "Oh, where's the coolest place you've ever been or whatever?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I really enjoyed Vietnam." And she was like, "Oh my God, thank you for your service."
No.
And he was like, "You're welcome," but so and then that Christmas she got him a mug that said Vietnam vet on it.
Oh, very young ones.
This wasn't even born.
She's like, "Thank you for all you've done." Oh my God.
Attention.
Everybody watching the room.
Oh man!
And now when Vinny retells the story, it's all, man, I'm so back in Nam.
Back in Nam.
When I
Every
got
time
back
he talks
from
about
Nam.
when I got back, no one calls it Nam. First of all,
I didn't say Nam. I said Vietnam first stop, right?
When I
It's
got back,
Nam.
when I got back from Nam.
Well, you know what? I will give her that at least. If they said it that way, then yeah, that's probably
no, he
why.
said Vietnam, and she was like,
Oh,
"Oh, my
okay.
God!" And she doesn't think people travel to Vietnam.
Yeah.
And she was just like,
We
"Oh
ain't
my
been
God."
back.
Yeah.
No American has been back to
Right.
Vietnam since we got out there.
The whole reason it came up was because we had our last guest. He was asking about. He was mentioning a story. And he's like, "Yeah, it was right around the time of Harvey." And I was like, "Oh yeah, man, we had just gotten back from our trip from Vietnam." Well, I didn't say
He
trip.
had
I was
said
like, "We just got back from
Vietnam.
Vietnam."
Vietnam.
Or I had just gotten back from Vietnam.
What's the phrasing and the way you said it? It wasn't
Vietnam.
at war.
I didn't say it like, I got back from
It wasn't at
Vietnam.
war.
She had a whole thing in her
When I
head.
got back
like,
from
oh my
when I
gosh.
got back from Vietnam, you know.
God, that's terrible.
What is it called?
You're like, how old do you think I am?
What year
Aged
do you
very
think
well.
it
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Oh my God!"
I laughed on the way home from that. Vinny wasn't in Vietnam.
Yeah.
It's just- Today, I'd like to introduce a special guest, man, who I've known for 20 years.
A long time.
Oldie.
Lady.
I
Oh, lady. Welcome.
I was back.
Jessica Rodriguez,
Hey.
aka J-Rod.
AKA
Man.
Rasa.
J-Rock.
Started from the bottom together.
Yeah.
Now we're here.
I am going to enjoy catching up with you today.
Law school stories.
Jessica, how are you doing today?
Good, good.
Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
We are excited to have you on here.
I think she's our first female guest.
I think that, yeah, other than you, which you
I mean,
just
I'm not a
stayed
guest.
on, but
Is it?
You got to give the people what they want. You got to give the people what they want.
She started as Urkel and became the show. All right.
but this is the Moneyline Podcast, and we are intrigued by how people make money in the different ways that they do so. And you branched out and did your thing, which I love it. I love how you did it, and I'm very intrigued by how you have been so successful, and I can't wait to hear about it. But let's kind of talk about you right now. Tell us what you do and how you've made a living.
Okay. So I practice immigration law. We handle affirmative and defensive cases. So affirmative immigration law deals with getting people green cards, their citizenship, their U visas, and we also handle deportation and removal. I'm like, is it my mic? Do I need to move?
No, you're
I
good.
kind of feel like
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
sound. Sorry about
reverb.
that.
No, that should go down.
Cut. Just kidding.
Right?
Edit.
Yeah, so if you have a family member that is detained and they're placed in deportation proceedings, whether
I don't mean to interrupt you, but is that all affirmative that you just said?
that's defensive.
Okay, got it.
So
Sorry.
the defensive part deals with deportation and
Got it.
removal.
Okay.
So if anybody is arrested, they are placed in proceedings in front of an immigration court, that would be defensive immigration law, because you would be placed in deportation proceedings. So we handle those type of cases as well. And right now, with the administration that we have, there's just so much chaos going on with the affirmative and the defensive, because there's case law changes every week almost. and they're just trying to make it hard for people to get legal status, even when they're able to. They're just
Going through the proper channels.
yeah, they are, and people are going to their hearings or filing their applications, and they're still being detained by ICE when they should not be. So it's just become a very complicated area of law, and we're trying to navigate through the changes, go learn everything as we go, because again, law that has been in place for more than 20 years, from one day to the next, literally one day to the next, it'll change.
I couldn't imagine having to deal with that
It is
and
the
keeping
worst.
up with it all. It's crazy. So let me ask you this: Has business picked up?
I was gonna say on the business side of it,
So yes and no. So we've seen a major slowdown on the defensive end because a new case law came out, I think it was about a month ago, that states that people are no longer eligible for bond. So when you're in deportation proceedings, if you're detained, you still qualify for a bond. So I can go to court,
Normally.
ask the judge, yeah, hey, give me a bond. Now the judge's hands are tied, and they have quotas to meet too. A lot of people don't know that. So they
the
are
judge has a quota?
Yeah, they'll have quotas
To deport?
What does that mean?
to deport people faster, to
Oh
get
my
through hearings faster.
Oh, it is.
And not necessarily deport them, but yeah, they do. It's just
To
nobody's going
process
to go
them
out and
faster.
say it.
Do they have quotas for the deportations?
yes.
Yes, absolutely. ICE officers do. That's a fact. So when in the past, we were able to get people out so they can continue fighting their cases, not detained. You're not in jail because it's a jail. Now they no longer qualify for bonds. So nobody can get a bond unless you enter the country legally. So that part of our practice has really slowed down because I can't get a bond for anybody. The judge's hands are tied. They're like, hey, I can't.
Wow.
They're
So-
changing the laws that fast?
Yes, they are.
Federal law.
It is a federal law. We do administer. We're governed by the executive branch.
Right.
So the president gets to decide everything that's happening.
Oh, so this, I'm about to say that. I
Executive orders dictate pretty much what happens.
Yes.
Okay, I haven't heard that there's been any new quote unquote laws.
Well, there is a-
I don't think they're
So
displaying
There-
it every
yeah.
day of
Yeah.
what
there was
they've
a
signed
Supreme
off.
Court ruling recently that talked about the ability for law enforcement to profile. Did you?
Yes.
So what? Do you know more about that?
Yeah. So what that means is basically ICE can see you driving and like, well, look at us, everybody here.
Yeah.
They'll stop him. They're gonna stop and
Oh,
pull
he
us.
wa-
They can stop and pull us over and ask us, "Hey, what's your immigration status?" Just based on the way we look. So, the Supreme Court,
So
has
that's good.
said, "Yeah, that's okay.
That's fine.
Y'all can do that. That's not a big deal." So
Gestapo over here.
it really is, and they are detaining and arresting people that are U.S. citizens just because they're brown.
And is that because they can't provide proper
Like
identification?
you don't have your
No,
passport.
even if they do,
Yeah.
even if
So
you do,
how is that?
exactly.
Well, I know that's the big question or whatnot, but like, I guess how long are they staying in jail, even if they have their passport or proper identification, or like?
Some people weeks. For the most part, it should
gosh.
only be hours.
Yeah,
I think for the most part, this is all developing like
In
law.
real time.
in real
This
time,
is
no, for
evolving.
sure.
It is,
Absolutely.
and a lot of it, people, it's kept out of the news. So I know about it because I practice immigration law. But yeah, unfortunately, it's happening. So back to how we make money in immigration law. So that's kind of come to a stop, and
the bonds because of the bonds.
because of the bonds. So we can still represent people, but you're going to have to be detained. A lot of people don't want to be detained, so they choose to go back to their country, which is the whole point.
Self-deport.
Right.
Yeah.
Why would you choose to be in jail as opposed?
Well, and there's still no guarantee that you're going to win your case being detained. If anything, they're just going to push to deport you from that part.
So you're detained
quickly.
until you get a hearing.
Until you have your no, you're still detained throughout your hearings until you get your final hearing. They're called merit hearing. That's our version of a trial.
Okay.
So at that final hearing, they will decide whether you're going to be allowed to remain here or if you're going to go back to your country. And the chances of that happening are so bleak that people, like she said, you're going to wait, and you have no guarantee that you're going to be able to stay here anyway.
Send me back.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. I know that there are exemptions to the rule, like war-torn countries, things like that, people seeking asylum, specifically, and I'm thinking of one with the South Africans. How does that apply differently? Do you know what I'm talking about when the small group of people from South Africa, I think they were white settlers who
were saying they were getting race.
yes.
The
Death threats.
Afrikaans.
They
Afrikaans.
said they had been murdered. And it was the wrong state. It was Sudan where those people had been murdered, and not those ones from South.
I'm just curious how they made that different.
Well, first and foremost, the color of their skin. They're white. They were allowed to enter as refugees. So refugee status is granted by, I forgot what government or area of law it is, but if the Department of State decides,
I think it's the
and
State
I think it's
Department.
yeah, I could be wrong, but if they decide we're going to give these people in this area that qualify refugee status, they're allowed to enter the country.
Okay.
So they're allowed to remain here. Refugees are one of the few people that are here as immigrants that are allowed benefits, which would be assistance with housing. Nobody else
Government
does.
assistance,
Yeah, and
yeah.
people are stuck on, whoa,
Yeah.
these immigrants get insurance. Bro, we don't even get insurance.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here. I'm
Yeah.
so sure. Or they get...
Like this whole lockdown thing is based on keeping insurance for Americans.
Right, keeping them off
Yes.
Medicaid.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
No, it's still access to Obamacare. They want to remove that access. So.
really, the whole thing is about them they're trying to remove them from being able to access care at the hospital,
Yes.
right? Because it's the only way they would be able to get care. They don't have access to Medicare or Medicaid. And so the thing is, they're trying to remove the ability of a hospital in the middle of
Right.
an emergency from giving them care, which is I find
Ridiculous.
ridiculous. Because it's law that they have to give them care.
So that group of people are allowed to remain here and stay here, and they will eventually get status. And most other countries aren't allowed that same benefit.
They did that with the Haitians in Ohio or something, right?
I'm
They're under protected status.
sure.
They
Oh,
went-
that's
they
different.
They went and got them.
Yeah.
They requested them. The people from Ohio requested that they come here, and so which I find it odd that there was a pushback from the government for that when Ohio asked them to come here,
Yeah.
and then the government allowed that request.
It was a church or something, right?
No, it was it was the whole city
Oh.
because they didn't have enough people to work in the factory that they needed, and
So that's temporary protected status. That's different. So that is a status that's afforded to people temporarily, whether it's an economic crisis, weather, earthquakes, gang violence.
But it's not refugee.
yeah, it's not.
Yes,
They
exactly,
weren't,
that's
They
different.
weren't escaping a war specifically. Yeah.
That's
So-
how all the Vietnamese came over here, all refugee status. They went
Is that what it was?
back in Nam, you know?
Yeah.
The U.S. just
Had to be there.
blew up
You had to
that
be there,
country.
bro. Is that right?
We're gonna protect you from we're gonna protect you from communism, and then they
I
lost.
got dual citizenship. Yeah. U.S. citizen, refugee status.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Then they lost, and they're like, "Oh, let's
Shit.
help out all these Viets and just give them refugee status."
So
So you imported your wife from Vietnam when you was there? You married, met one there, and brought her back. Huh?
That's the way to do it.
I am half white, okay? So I don't know where he imported me from.
Well, now, goddamn.
so
Oh, now.
Jess, I'm curious. As far as the affirmative immigration portion of it, I'm assuming everybody that for that aspect of the law, all of these people are here legally. Is that correct?
If you are granted residency, then yes. So affirmative immigration law, what will happen is, for example, a person will come to my office and tell me, hey, I entered on a visitor's visa and I overstayed my status, but now I met a U.S. citizen, we got married, we want to be able to fix my papers. So I can do what's called adjustment of status for them, and then we can get them residency. So at that point, they're legal. That's basically how affirmative status works. Typically, the person, when they come to my office, they don't have lawful status. They're overstays.
Okay.
Or they qualify for another benefit. But once we're done with the process, then yes, I get them residency or a U visa, which leads to residency, or asylum, and their asylum is granted, and then you can apply for residency.
So even if somebody who overstays their visa gets married to a U.S. citizen,
That doesn't
that
automatically-
period means they can still be deported
Oh, yeah.
up
Yeah.
until the
Oh,
point where they get
absolutely.
their
Until
residency.
you have that green card, it's
Yeah.
you know what people call it. It's a permanent, lawful permanent residency. So until you have that in your hand, they can detain you. And in the past, they had abstained from doing that because there's no point. That person's going to get their papers. Why are we going to even detain them? Well, now under this administration, they're detaining everybody. It's a free for all.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Classes of people that were protected. U visa are for victims of crimes. They generally don't touch those people. It's a long process. It's over 5 years. But why are we going to detain them? Let it ride out, see what happens. Well, now they're detained. They're specifically going after that protected group of people. So that's part of the affirmative. But then it can bridge into defensive because if they're detained, then they're
Now it turns into
They've
defensive.
broken the
yeah,
law.
they're before an
Broken the
immigration
law.
judge.
Yeah.
So a lot of it crosses over. So that the affirmative side of my practice is it's changing so much that it's going into the defensive. So we're seeing a lot of people being placed in proceedings. So
Man, the lines
it's
are
just kind of,
blurring.
you know,
Yeah.
evening out because one aspect of it has slowed down, but it's opened up, you know, for more cases to be placed in removal proceedings. So people are hiring us for that too. A class of people that we would never represent in court because it wouldn't be necessary. Now they're being placed in proceedings.
Is there one side you prefer when you're working on it? I know it's all business for you, but
Yeah, not necessarily. You know, each one of them has their merits. Affirmative is just easier, I would say.
That's
And,
heartbreaking.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, not for me.
She's so professional.
It's just, you know.
like,
I
I
like,
don't
show
know
me that
you.
green. Show me
Yeah.
that green, girl.
well, you know, I tell clients because I have had people tell me, oh, well, you know, my clients, abogada es que, you're.
You
I
can
guess
say it in
mean.
Spanish if
yeah,
you
we'll
want.
say it es bien seria, no.
They don't feel compassion. from
Yeah.
you.
No
like,
tiene un corazón.
Yeah, you know,
Kind of hard.
yeah,
Kind of hard.
yeah, like things like that. But I tell them, how is that going to help you if I'm a mess? How am
Yeah.
I going to help you if I'm a mess?
Yeah.
So I
You
do,
want me to be a bitch, okay?
Yeah.
exactly.
you want
I'm
me
like,
to be
that's
a
going to
hard
benefit
ass.
you when we're
Yeah.
in court. So they both have their merits. One of them, it's cool because it's easy and the process goes faster, and I'm able to get a result for them. And of course, people are grateful, and I like to see that. That for me brings me joy. When somebody has their papers, they've been here 20 years, and finally their child's 21 years old, they can file a petition for them. We get them papers. Good people, have been paying their taxes. They do everything right. They have 3 or 4 houses. They have businesses. They're employing U.S. citizens. I like
Adding
doing
to our
that.
economy.
Yeah.
And they are.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, and then the defensive end, sometimes it's disheartening because it doesn't matter what we do. I already know what's going to happen. I already know how that judge is going to rule. It's not going to really make a difference.
Yeah.
So, they each have their merits. With the defensive end, I'm in front of a judge. We file motions, exhibits, discovery, all our version of a discovery. So that part's cool too.
Can you kind of explain the difference between, I've heard these two terms, defensive and affirmative, and then explain what the difference of those
She
is?
did.
You did at the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, I can go over it. No, a lot of people.
Put your hearing aids in.
Yeah.
Did she say-
She said affirmative is like people applying for status and whatnot, and the defensive is like people who've been detained or going to be deported that she has.
So the easiest way to think of it is affirmative, you're not in front of an immigration judge, and defensive, it's like when you have to hire a criminal defense attorney.
You've been arrested.
Because you're
or
arrested, you're
yeah.
in court.
Okay, I didn't quite understand the
Yeah.
arrest part because they were both getting detained.
Detained.
They're both getting
No,
detained.
well,
but
the
one person
affirmative
getting-
is not being
You're
detained.
proactive.
They're being
Oh,
proactive.
so they're arresting people at the courts.
Yes.
Yes. So that had,
That's
that's
fucked
happened
up.
before in everywhere else in the nation, never in Houston. This is the first time. This year is the first time it's ever happened in Houston.
Wow.
Never had before. So
So-
that was a trip.
Have you been
because
showing up with clients and like
It hasn't
Have you
happened
seen
to
it happen
me.
yet?
No, it hasn't.
Oh,
and I
thank
shouldn't
God.
even jinx
Knock
it
on
because it's gonna
wood,
happen
yeah.
to me.
Oh my God! Yeah.
No,
Sorry.
it hasn't happened to me, and I cover hearings for other attorneys as well when they need help, and I always wonder, like, is it going to be this person? Is ICE going to be there? It hasn't happened to me, but I do know it's happened because other colleagues of mine have told me. I've seen them on the news, and it never happened in Houston. Houston, we're liberal compared to other
Yeah,
cities
but
in
liberal in
Texas.
Texas doesn't help.
Yeah.
Definitely. I heard they're sending ICE to Houston.
They've been here. So
Yeah.
they're here in Houston. What I've been reading is that they're
watch out,
operating
Ray.
at night because Houston is,
Somebody
it's
better watch out
different.
around me.
Yeah.
So they're not doing it during the day because I'm pretty sure they're scared of the way Houstonians are going to react.
Psychos, you want to see crazy?
Well, people have guns.
I'll show
and
you
they're not
crazy.
afraid to use them.
If we were doing racial profiling and that's the whole thing, and we want to, if ICE really wants to do some work, how come they don't go to McAllen and San Antonio? Go no.
No. Well,
Run
they
your
are going
ass
to San Antonio.
I want to see how you do when you got to go pick out the Hispanic person that's legal and illegal. Go get them and show me who is legal and who's not. Go detain all of San Antonio because once you go there, there's no way to stop it. You're going to shut down every part of San Antonio.
Yeah,
If
so-
you really think you want to stop it, go get it.
Yeah, so San Antonio does have, I feel, more activity than we do in regards to ICE.
Really?
But yeah, they do. But I'm telling you, Houston's just a different breed because they operate at night when people are asleep. And they are doing the raids, but you don't hear them doing it during the day like they are everywhere else. Because I don't
not
think
blatant.
the people here, I think they would react
Like, we're gonna let
exactly
y'all do
like
it, but
you're
y'all
saying.
need to, keep it on the hush. Like,
Oh, is that
Go to these
operating
places
night
that-
like the Gestapo?
Yeah.
I just said they're Gestapo.
Yeah.
So, Jess, what do you think? What is it about, the current administration, all things considered, that you wish more people knew
About your industry.
about your industry that they don't know right now?
Right now, I guess the ever-changing law, and that's what makes it difficult for your attorneys, and not just me, just immigration law attorneys. They're getting a lot of pushback, of course, from clients because nothing's consistent anymore, and it's not something that we failed to do. It's just literally the laws will change on Friday, and he has a knack for doing things on Friday. So Friday price increases of filing fees will go up from $130 to $1,600.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's
I-
huge.
Who can afford
and
this?
I can't imagine, like, say somebody comes to your office, they call you up or whatever, and you're like, hey, look, this is what I can do for you, X, Y, Z. Typically, it's going to cost this, or whatever. You tell them that
But,
on a Wednesday,
yeah.
and then the following week, you're like, hey, your price has gone up. I actually can no longer do this or that. Like,
have to think you're
I couldn't imagine how those people were like, no, hold on now. Like, they're taking it out
Yeah.
on you,
Oh,
probably.
they do. They do. And
Like you're trying to gouge us.
That's
Yes.
unbelievable.
yes. And they
Damn.
will, and they do that. They're like, "Well, you said last, and you said, and you, yeah, I know, but I don't change the law.
I
If
don't.
did,
I
wouldn't do
don't
it like
sign
this."
executive orders.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because normally there's a period for peers to write in regarding the regulation that's going to change the pricing. None of that. All of that was bypassed one day to the next, and we had to call these people. Hey, you have to fork up $1,600 or $3,000. Some of them even went up that much.
Oh my god.
All these extra fees, you have to pay them. Another thing, TPS for Venezuelans. So they had TPS, and then their period to re-register was like 3 days because the courts keep going back and forth. So these are things you have to call people and tell them, and they're like, well, why didn't you tell me? And you knew, and now you're telling me one day to the next.
Like, hey, it's the same way for me.
Yeah,
And I'm sure
it's-
you've had to throw that into your initial sign up. Like, hey, look,
Lies.
it's an ever evolving climate right now.
Yeah.
Like these things can change. Like what it is right now is what I'm telling you right now is the way it's set up for today, and it could be something different tomorrow.
So yeah, I don't like that part, and I wish more people knew. And I kind of feel like at this point, if you don't know, it's because you don't want to know.
Yeah.
This is just everywhere. It's on the news, especially if you know that things like that affect you. Make an effort to read about it. But that does bother me more than anything, is having to make those calls and scrambling to read 5-6 new cases that came down from the BIA, which is our appellate court, that now has changes law. So I have to sit there and read through everything, try and understand it the best that I can, and then call clients, hey, it's going to affect you this way or another. So I don't like that part of it.
Everything requires an interpretation. That is tough.
It's funny you say that because I literally we were just talking about off camera earlier was on Wednesday I'd had this mediation that just went down the drain, and for the first time in my career, it was because a defense counsel had basically made it clear to us that this was going to be a case for him to make use it as a lightning rod to be politically charged and use it to his advantage against us. And this was the first time I'd ever heard this. And I was like, why would you ever? And he said, this would be my lightning rod for this type of case. And when he said it, I never thought about it. And then I was like, oh, this is like a nightmare now.
Yeah.
Like that he actually said that, and I couldn't believe it. But I was like, we're going to have to try this case.
Yeah.
And I knew if we tried the case because of our venue, we'd do well in our venue. But I knew if it kept going up,
Appellate.
and up, and up,
Would change the venue
it would change.
Well, when you appeal
Our
it, it
chances
goes
were
to a
slimmer
different,
and slimmer and
Court?
slimmer and slimmer.
in a different
Yeah.
area.
So
in a different circuit. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the
Is it-
Fifth
is the court
Circuit
changed
is.
it?
Yeah,
To
the
the
Fifth
rules?
Circuit,
Appellate court
the
is
Supreme
completely
Court,
different
yeah,
from
so
And it
district court.
changes who hears
Yes.
it. Oh.
And we're a very conservative circuit. In
The
regards
Fifth
to
Circuit,
immigration, we
yeah.
are. I mean, if you're in the Fifth Circuit, good
Yeah.
luck.
yeah.
With immigration, good luck. Nothing positive is going to come out of it.
So
I'm
Not
assuming
for the
it's
brown
same.
man.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's the same for you. I mean,
yeah,
you will have
no,
to
it's
go.
the same.
It is similar.
Same.
What is
so.
it? The
And I'm
Supreme
not
Court
gonna
for
say
you?
which venue, which state, which anything. It's just it was just we based on the background of that particular state and that venue, that everything. It was just not like historically speaking, it wasn't going to bode well. So
Womp womp,
We
man.
shall
This
see.
is
Nuts
a
that they just
Which one is it?
said
Which one
that.
is it?
sad podcast.
This
Yeah.
gang took a
Maybe I do need a drink.
so that being said, what is
was-
it
Give us a
that
good thing.
that
Right?
really really frustrates you about your business? Where do you start?
Yeah, where do I start? So a lot of
She's
it
like,
racism.
employees.
no, I love my staff. I love them. No, that's one thing I can honestly say I don't have an issue with. I love my staff. They're awesome.
How many employees do you have?
Right now we have 5.
There you go, girl.
Okay,
You're a
you know,
one-woman show.
Just so you know, like she came. She had used to have one intern, and it was
Yeah.
all her.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
Yeah.
both
So
here, yeah.
yeah. So I like I love my staff, but I guess the frustration with some of the clients, and I hate to be like that, but it's the truth. The entitlement. A lot of people just don't want to have to put in the work. And I tell them, I'm like, I can do as much
Help me
as I
help you.
can
Yeah.
with what you're giving me, but I can't bake you a chocolate cake where you give me shit.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't.
It can
and
look like
I say that, and my staff cracks up, but I'm just like, it's going to look like it, but it's not going
It
to
ain't
taste
gonna
like it.
taste
It's
like
not
it,
like
yeah.
it. So help me help you.
Yep.
So I don't like that part of it.
We have that frustration in our industry
Yeah,
too.
and I think it's just, the human condition. That's just kind of how people are sometimes, and you can't control that as much as you try. And I think to myself, you're paying me. Why aren't you listening to me? But then you have the clients that, oh my gosh, they go above and beyond to help you because they really do want the help.
They care about
Yeah.
themselves and what they're actually
Yeah,
their goal is.
so yeah, there's a balance, and then there's weird stuff, and I don't know if it's just me, but it's just weird things that happen to me since I've started practicing.
Like what?
So I get weird calls,
Like what?
men.
Go on.
Yeah, so when I first started my practice, I used my cell phone to conduct business, and
She's
I
got
had,
like 4 phones, by the way.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I only have 2, but I had to
3
stop.
burners and
Yeah, so I had to stop doing that because I would get phone calls at odd hours from men trying to, I don't know what
Ask
they were
you
trying
out.
to do. Yeah, and just
they were leaving
strange.
They're trying to
Ojos
seduce
Locos
you.
and Mambos.
Yeah,
And
They're
and-
trying to seduce you.
Yeah, yeah, it really. So
Men ain't shit.
it's like in what world?
Yeah.
Shout out to Ann
What world?
Benitez.
Face is on the internet.
So
And there's
does that
a
give
number-
you the right to
there's
call
a-
her late
there's
at
a-
night?
There's a phone number
creep on her?
face.
For
I'm sure she
real.
probably said call anytime you need
No.
something.
Yeah, if you think detained.
Here's my cell. Call anytime.
Yeah, call
If you
anytime.
need something,
No,
call.
dude, like, not for
I need
that.
something. Hey, these guys need something.
Yeah. No, so that one was
Need.
kind of scary, and it is scary, when especially the first time it happens. I'm like, what? So it's changed like through the years. So recently we were getting calls. I was getting calls, and a guy was, I guess the best way to say it, pleasuring himself. Or
Ew.
trying
No
to-
way.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You just heard heavy breathing.
Yes.
God.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes. No. And he was talking, and I'm not going to say what he was saying. Because
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
what?
I get it.
I'm gagging.
Mind you, it's like 6:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Tell me to hang up. Tell me to hang up.
These
Tell me to
little
hang
guys
up.
could never,
He
never
start his day off
anything
right.
at 6:45 a.m. Give me a break.
Talking about trying to put himself back to sleep.
What did y'all do?
So the first time it happened, I thought to myself, "No, there's no way." I mean, it just hadn't happened.
What's he saying?
I want to know.
I don't want to know what he's saying.
You know what? Like you, I want to know.
I wanna
I want to
know.
know what the words are. I need some help.
You know
with some-
what?
Tell me,
abogado.
tell me
Mi
about some
abogado.
legal law. I need some
I
help with my
can't. It's
immigration
so
status.
embarrassing to even repeat it, and it was just so uncomfortable. So the first call, I'm like, "There's no way." Like, no. So I just immediately hung up. I'm like, it can't be what I thought it is. It called back. And then at that point, I don't know about you, but when I get upset or surprised, my, factory setting is I get mad. Like, I'm not the type that is going to be like, okay. No, I'll start cussing you out before I figure out what happened. It's just because I get scared
Shoot
or I
first,
get
think
mad.
later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
wasn't robbing me. You was giving me mail.
Yes, like that. Then that's what happens when it shocks you, and it's early in the morning, and I'm working like, what? It's like a Monday, bro. Don't you have anything better to do? So
Better than that.
for real, it wasn't good for everybody. So, so when he
Good bill.
calls, I'm upset at that point, and I tell him like, I don't know what you're trying to do. I'm telling him in Spanish. And of course, when I'm upset and frustrated, my Spanish is not that great. It's not even that great, on a regular basis. So, and then I start speaking in English. I'm just like, I don't know what you're doing, but like, just I'm super upset. And I hang up, and then I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Block the number. And
Is he your client?
Yeah, I was
no,
gonna say,
I don't know. I don't know if it's a
Okay.
client.
Could've been.
I don't know if it's a random person.
It's David.
Got it.
I can't even say.
David, let me see your phone. Let me see them outgoing calls.
Were you a
Just say Spanish words. Just say Spanish words.
Mas.
So anyway, so it ended up happening sadly, and that's what really bothers me is that one of my I think it was my office manager, she picked up the call, and she of course was as equally surprised. And then I had to tell her, hey, this may happen. If anybody calls that early, just immediately hang up and let me know so we can try and trace the call. So we did background. It was connected to a person, but it wasn't that person. They, I think, hijacked it through like WhatsApp or Google, like the numbers. So nothing ever came out of it, but we did tell them.
Something came out of it, but just not on,
Not on your
not on
end.
your end.
So the person didn't call back. We blocked all the numbers, but it wasn't even. I don't think it was a real number. It belonged to.
But that's where. Do you think they knew you, or do you think they were just like cold calling?
I
You think
I
they were
think-
pranking you?
I think for a second I thought that, and I would rather that because that's not so gross. But no, I don't think so. I think it's because it coincides with the time, and that's why I don't do social media a lot because of that. And it was the time I started really
exploit
putting
you.
things out for the business.
Uh-huh.
And like clockwork, and I had called it. I had told, my staff, I'm like, if we get calls like this, just kind of be careful. And sure enough, it happened. And it hasn't happened since, thankfully.
Do you have a guy on your staff?
David,
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would have him do the call back. I'm like, call this number back every time
He
it
should
was
just be
that
gay.
person.
Can I get my check? Can I get my check?
Hi, Poppy.
It's me.
Yeah.
It's me.
David doesn't seem to give a damn about his staff having to take those.
Well, first off,
gonna get some raggedy
she said it
calls
was
in.
6:30 in the morning, and her staff was taking calls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you your staff at work at
Slave
6:30 in the
driver.
morning?
No, I am.
Oh,
I always
okay.
like to get.
Slave
I
driver.
don't even want to see
Damn, girl.
what time I get to my office now. I'm
I
scared,
know, right?
but you know, yeah, you're gonna have to cut that off.
I get to office at 11 a.m.
But yeah, so you know, I'm an early riser. I like to work early in the morning. I get up about 4 and for
Start
me, I
early
can
and
start
early.
everything,
Yeah.
like,
Time to
What
usually
time
go
do
to
you?
sleep.
What time do you get to the
do you want to
courts?
bed?
Oh my God.
Where do you
the
sleep?
courts typically they
What
don't
side
see
of
the
the
first
bed do you
person
like
until
to sleep
8:30.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's
Name of
early
the
for the courts
Is that
here.
window
9:30.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, we'll have hearings at 8:30.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah.
They
super
have a
early.
lot more hearings, I'm sure,
Yeah,
than
that's true.
district court does.
Yeah. So
Wow. That's
yeah. So yeah, that's something
You don't know
obviously
that
nobody's
he was
gonna
pleasuring
like.
himself.
Oh
Just
my
saying,
gosh.
You don't know that.
See, men ain't shit. Oh, you're
Exactly,
already
depending-
defending.
He was probably
A
washing
pervert.
the dishes and it was misconstrued. He was he just
His
wanted
hand
to
was in
understand.
the water.
Why was he calling someone if he's washing the dishes?
He wanted to get some help
See,
with his
you're already defending someone.
He wanted some help with his immigration status. I would not. I saw her video on immigration.
But you see that? You see
I'm
how
about to,
they do that?
They defend.
Yeah,
you
they
don't
defend-
even know
you don't
this
even know this
person,
dude,
this
but you know me.
pervert, this whatever he is, and you've
Right.
known her for 20 years or however many years. And
You don't know that it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Like, wait, what?
You don't know if it was me or not.
Oh my gosh.
well.
Yeah, so-
Now on to the second part of this show, which is something Jessica knows absolutely nothing about.
It's all right.
She said
Sports.
Yeah.
So
I support.
Whoever Jessica picks, we should ride all her
Jessica used to
bets.
be a
I bet you-
cheerleader,
I bet you-
okay?
Okay, I was.
so what
Jessica
we
was a
have,
cheerleader,
well,
so
we-
she knows a little bit.
what we have learned
What was
is
that?
that
San
the person,
Benito?
But
yeah.
Right? I don't know how I remember that.
what we have learned is that the person who knows the least usually
Does the
gets it
best.
right.
Does the best.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
all right, there we go.
Get
so
that trend going.
it's the Red River Shootout is this weekend.
Oh,
No,
no,
then
it's
it's
a
not going to
blowout.
be UT.
Blowout.
Texas
That's
is done.
That's gonna get worse.
You know, I
So-
heard that their quarterback might not be playing.
So
Let's hope Arch
We
isn't
have number
playing either.
six.
Arch got sat down.
Okay.
nuh-uh.
That's what they said.
We have number 6 Oklahoma against Texas. who is
David said that
3-2.
they're thinking about he's gonna
Transfer.
transfer
Yeah, if they set him down, he'll have to transfer because
to keep his
if
status.
anybody else steps in and just does the same, then he's out of there. They won't
Yeah.
play him again.
We have Oklahoma by 1.5.
Oh, wow.
Give me
Closer than
Oklahoma. Is the quarterback for Oklahoma still playing?
It doesn't.
They
say.
didn't say.
Give me.
So you're saying if they don't have their quarterback, you might take UT.
No. I'm still gonna take.
I am.
Yeah,
I don't.
You're gonna take UT?
it's because
If
you're
they
betting
don't
with
have
your
him,
heart.
I just feel like this is the game that they're like, hey,
They might show up
if
for.
we need to show up for any game to whatever. I didn't know Oklahoma was number 6. That's wild.
Yeah,
Like,
they're finna work.
I
Texas.
think-
honestly, I feel like, yeah, my heart,
It's Oklahoma. Oklahoma's the one the
gamble-
last 5 years.
my gambling side says that Texas could do it, but that's of course.
No, your heart side is saying
That's definitely
Texas
your
can
heart.
do it.
That's your heart talking.
Honestly, I don't even want to watch the game.
I would say Oklahoma.
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 Heavy.
Okay,
Oklahoma or Texas. Just pick one.
Texas.
You go, Jess.
I'll ride with you, Jessica, Texas. Yeah. I'm gonna ride with the.
Now he's
Yep.
encouraged. Now he's like, they're totally gonna win.
And she's gonna be 100% right.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Something's gonna happen. Something crazy is gonna fucking happen in this game. They're gonna blow Oklahoma out.
Oh,
All right, now we have
What did you say?
I said Oklahoma.
number 8 Alabama 4-1 at number 14 Missouri, who is 5-0. Alabama is favored by 3.
I'm gonna say Alabama looked really good last
They
week.
did.
They did.
They looked
I agree.
really like that was like a 3-5 years ago Alabama.
I'm gonna take
team.
Alabama.
Lou
Yeah.
is 100% right. I'm gonna take Alabama.
take Alabama.
with the points.
Yeah.
Yeah, they looked really great last week.
Alabama.
I'll say Alabama.
Yeah, all right.
You know that makes it the lock, right?
Yeah. Okay, we have number 1 Ohio State. Oh, this is gonna be, and number 17 Illinois. I'm
Yeah,
picking all the
Ohio
ranked teams right
State.
here.
Yeah,
By 14.5 points. Ohio State.
Ohio State.
You think by 14.5?
By 14 and a half?
I
Yeah.
just said Ohio State money line first off.
Okay.
Well, you know what the
I
money
think
line is?
they'll cover.
The money line is minus 320.
Where they at?
Illinois.
It don't matter.
No, it doesn't
I'll,
matter.
I'll say they're gonna cover.
No, I think they'll cover.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Ohio or Illinois, Jess?
Kelly, what you think?
Illinois.
Wow,
right. Ooh.
Jess with the upsets.
Oh, hey,
You know they
it's
catch.
not unheard of.
You see?
It's not unheard of.
You see how this works?
See how this
She's
works?
creating
You see?
doubt.
She's
She's creating doubt.
She's fucking that line up. That line just took a turn. All of a sudden, your confidence went way
Yeah.
down.
Let me think about it.
Vince is a king of long shots.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Nice.
1 in a million odds. Give me
You're
two of them.
saying there's a chance. Yeah. $100 each.
Indiana, number 7, 5-0, against Oregon, number 3, 5-0, in Oregon.
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 Heavy.
Oregon's only favored by 7.
No, Oregon.
I'll take Oregon money line.
Heavy.
Yeah.
What's the? Oh, you don't have the.
Indiana's
the
been
spread
good. I think the past 2 or 3 years.
out. What's
They were
spread?
undefeated last year, I think, and they just when they play those big teams, those big schools, they just.
Like
Fold,
UT.
fold
What's spread?
7.
In Oregon.
Oregon.
Money line.
Was it Eugene?
Yeah.
Was it Eugene?
Thank you.
Who invited this?
You better-
No one invited me. I live here.
you better,
She's like, I don't need
Behind the
this.
wall.
house.
Behind the
you
wall.
better give it back to Nam. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I want to go back.
Back to Nam.
Bring back a lot of
I think-
memories.
I like Vietnam.
I'm going to pick
I love the food.
Love it.
Oregon money line.
$5
I don't know about the
Oregon
spread.
money line.
I don't know
$5
about
a
the
day.
spread.
I don't like the spread either.
Yeah.
I don't like the spread either. Money.
Oregon, Indiana.
Oregon.
Oregon.
The Ducks.
Does that make it a
Quack.
lock?
That's another lock for us, yeah.
Alabama.
And the
Oregon.
next one. How shocked were you about the Giants game yesterday?
That was crazy.
You know,
Oh,
I
no, I
could
didn't
not
see it.
believe that.
I didn't watch it either. However, I did turn on the highlights, and it looked like a destruction.
You know, I read
What do you
a
think?
quick article on Athletic, and it was like if they wouldn't be shocked if the Giants won, or so shocked, and it was like if they can just switch the turnover battle, which the Eagles had. Hurts had an interception. There was another fumble or something else,
I
and it
think
was
that
like
hurts.
Oh, your fantasy team.
the draft
Okay, I
kings.
got let's start with the Cowboys.
At
2,
Miami?
2 and 1. And the Panthers 2 and 3.
Oh shit, Panthers are in.
Cowboys are favored by 3.
Give me
in Carolina.
In Carolina.
Cowboys heavy,
Panthers all day.
Panthers.
heavy.
Oh no, I didn't. Have them.
Anything other than the Cowboys.
Panthers.
I'm not even a football fan.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I
and
had
I'll say
Eagles
that.
defense 1 point.
Ooh, I love that.
There's only 4 people in our.
I didn't
drafting.
understand Jessica.
Lou?
We'll do another one.
Cowboys
I'm
and
sorry.
Panthers.
Wait, what are Panthers'
Carolina.
record?
Oh, 2 and
2
3.
and 3. Cowboys are
So
basically 2 and
insulted.
3
How
too.
dare you?
Cowboys.
You're counting the
Cowboys.
tie as a loss.
Cowboys.
It's not a win.
Got you. See?
I did not catch that.
Oh, you got Dak
But
as
I
your
don't understand.
quarterback.
I don't understand why Jessica, who doesn't give a shit about sports, has an opinion.
And she's from the Valley.
Yeah.
There's no reason to even give it down. But you know what she does know?
Anything but the Cowboys.
That's a smart woman right
She
there.
knows.
Yeah, that's a
I don't
smart woman.
understand that. She has your hate without any of the background.
No, and let me tell you, I don't know why, but I don't like them.
She doesn't
I don't-
like the fans.
I know that much. I
Yeah.
don't like the fans either, and I feel
I'm a
bad
fan.
saying that. I don't want to get in
Yeah.
trouble.
That
But.
should
Exactly.
say something.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh, I like you.
Okay.
Okay, barely.
exception.
She barely likes
I'll
it.
take it. Barely is good. As a black person, I'll say belly.
Barely.
I'll take that.
This is an interesting one for me. The Seahawks 3 and 2 against the Jags 4 and 1. And the Seahawks are favored by 1.5 in Jacksonville.
I don't know.
Give me
Trevor
Jacksonville.
Lawrence, yeah.
After Trevor played,
After
Yeah.
you played that, I'll take Jacksonville
Dude.
all
give me
day.
Jacksonville every day.
That hair is
He
just. He looks like a.
Jesus,
you
blonde,
know, like-
blonde Jesus.
What are
Yeah,
those
like-
dogs with the long hair? That's what
Yeah.
he looks like.
Oh,
The dogs.
Yeah.
Lhasa
Yeah.
Apso?
No, like
a
a
Lhasa Apso,
Lhasa
yeah.
Apso, yeah.
He balled out.
Yeah, he did.
He balled out. He balled
Yeah,
out.
he
The
did.
beautiful mind.
Lou,
Jacksonville.
What was the other one? Jacksonville and
The
Seattle.
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 I like Seattle. I'll go with Seattle.
She'd rather go to Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too.
I like Seattle.
In
so, hey.
Jacksonville, I'm gonna take
You know
Jacksonville.
what? I hate that her opinion is
Is doubting it.
Making you doubt.
Now he has
fuck up my shit. God damn it. Because it's those people who don't know anything.
they got nothing in it. They're just like, you know what?
I don't know anything, but I know I don't like the Cowboys.
We'll sit in front of the TV for 17 hours all weekend long. And then
You should have all the information.
She'll win every game, and we'll lose every one. How did we lose every bet? And she'll win every one. But I'm gonna stick with my bet. Go ahead on, Justin.
Okay. And the game of the weekend, the 49ers 4-1 against the Bucks, Vince's Bucks 4-1.
Ooh, that's a tough game.
In Tampa, Bucks are favored by 3.
Vince is riding it.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks. It's crazy that the
hear that, Brian
49ers
Lou?
keep winning. Sorry.
The 49ers.
Yeah, Big Mac Jones. They say that he's
Mac
like
Jones.
kind of he's kind of hurt a little bit.
That coach is a quarterback whisperer. If you can make a star out of that guy,
What did their
Shanahan.
last 3 wins were by one score, last minute
Yeah.
score
Oh,
or
yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that?
don't matter.
Yeah.
Don't matter
Wait, the
how you
Bucks?
do it.
The Bucks.
The Bucks? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the heart of a champion.
Oh God.
It's not my team. I'm just saying that's
Not
what it
my
takes.
team. Sounds like it's your
You
team.
said that was the last play. You still missing a team.
Wait, what?
Who are you taking?
I'm missing a team?
Worry about this game.
Okay.
I'm missing a team?
Oh, we haven't talked about the Texans. We saved the best
No,
for
no,
last.
No, the
It's a bye
Texans
week.
got a bye.
Oh, they
yeah.
go by.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Texans.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. I'm gonna go and count this one. This week is
Cowboys get a bye. They lost last week. Let Jessica call it.
Yeah.
Cowboys lost this week. Shit, that's a good one.
No, I'm gonna do Bucks. Yeah. They're in Tampa.
They're in Tampa.
I'm gonna go
What's
Bucks.
the Nestor rule? 3 points or 2.5?
2.5.
Oh, what's the rule?
2.5.
And what
It's
is
been
it?
three.
debunked. It's been debunked.
It was debunked 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Well, see, last week, all the away teams won.
Oof.
Last
Too
week.
much information.
That was a week ago.
Can't
That's it.
compute.
Just that bullshit.
Like Jessica said.
Jessica,
Things are
who do you
changing.
think?
Things are changing.
Yeah, every week,
Change
yeah.
the momentum.
Every week, yeah.
I know.
Tell me something, Jessica.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa
She's
Bay.
like, who?
Yes.
Who are y'all talking about?
What do you like better, Tampa or San Francisco?
She likes San
They're
Francisco.
two bays.
God, San Francisco, Tampa's horrible.
They're 2 bays.
I'm talking about the cities. I'm talking about the teams. I would say I love San Francisco, so I would say the 49ers.
Ooh.
Only because
I
I,
love
like the
San
city.
She actually
Also.
knows the team. There you go.
No, she knows the cities. She didn't talk about.
She
the
said
She
the
said
49ers.
the 49ers.
Oh,
Oh, I know that much. I do know that much. I know.
But she said her reasoning was
She
knows
likes
The city.
San
I
Fran.
love
I
San Francisco.
love San Francisco.
by that logic, you would think that
That the Cowboys would.
be
Still, if the Cowboys still suck.
Do you think she likes Dallas? Do you think that's a thing?
yeah
That people like Dallas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody have y'all ever been to Boston?
Yes, I love Boston.
Did you
We
love
love Boston.
I've been there twice.
Never been to Foxborough though.
You
You
don't like
hated
it?
it.
Really?
Racism.
What did you hate about racist?
Racism.
It is pretty racist.
I didn't get that feel.
I mean, it is, yeah.
I was there
Racism,
twice.
bro.
Thankfully, I never experienced that.
You're
I went
a
to
pretty
Maine.
female and you're
A pretty cute Latina in Boston had it easy. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of town. I would have thought you would.
I'm going to go with you and take the
Right?
Bucks.
You would have thought we were getting a phone call.
I think it's gonna be close.
I think it's going to be a close. Another single score game.
Yeah.
So, Jess, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
That was a very good learning experience.
Sobering.
I did not know all of that. Yeah.
Well, I
but-
want to say thank you for the uppers you gave me during your. I feel great learning about the tragedy going on in our country with
Hey.
immigration.
stay woke.
and
But not too woke.
But not too woke.
if you could give Ray your cell phone number later on, he'd
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Thank
So
you. I gotta save half my family from themselves who voted for this bullshit.
Oh gosh. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
My father-in-law doesn't believe it'll happen to him. Oh, you're still Hispanic, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah. People don't think it'll happen to them until it does.
Yeah.
all right, till next time.
Cheers.
She is.
Cheers.
Cheers.